subscription model. I'm sure if you could charge a subscription for playing Farming Simulator, they'd try it. But at the bottom line, it's a single player game. There's no I don't know why that doesn't work. Yeah, there's no reason to have a subscription for Farming Simulator. A lot of the games I play, there is no reason to have a subscription. Now, if you're playing an online thing, then yes, because you have to pay for the what's the word for it? You have to pay for the thing. The servers. The servers, the data path to the servers. You need to pay for that stuff. So okay, fine. I will agree that I don't know how this thing works. Okay, how does this thing work? Unload here, tip side left. Toggle map view. Fold mixer wagon. No, we've got the fixer wagon unrolled. Turn on mixer wagon. Okay. Oh. Ah. Okay. This is how it works. There's a way for that to happen. If you look at something like Train Sim World, you can, the professional modders are supported by Dovetail Games under license and produce expansions DLC for that game. And so if you want their routes, their their expanded stuff, then yeah, you've got to pay them for it. Don't know why that. Is my mouse not working? My mouse is working. My mouse is working. It's just, is my left mouse button not working? Ooh. No, my left mouse button is working. But the thing with, I mean, there are some of the modders will charge, send us a donation, buy me a coffee, my PayPal account is, that sort of thing. And I don't begrudge them that. But I think forcing people to pay for mods, Farming Simulator wouldn't last long. People would play vanilla and then get bored with it and go away. I think the mods keep the game running, and without the mods, Farming Simulator is a poorer game because of it. Okay, tip side left, I want 15 plus 2. I think that's 15. I think that's 2. That's good. And then I want to start overloading is 6. That button there. There we go. Cows get food. Let's go look at cows get food. And 92, 97, yep, cows get food. Good. Okay, we figured that out. But yeah, it's and some people, some modders do put their stuff behind paywalls, and then other people don't buy them. Some modders only release mods to their friends, so other people don't have the opportunity to buy them. It's a difficult subject, but paying for servers for an online feature, yes, because there is an ongoing monthly cost to that. But outside of that, if I'm playing a single player game, I don't need to be paying a subscription for it. If I'm playing a multiplayer game, I kind of should expect to pay a subscription, or there will be a lot of pay-to-play stuff involved in it. So World of Warships, free to play, you can play it free, you can play World of Tanks free, but if you pay Wargaming $10 a month, then you get a percentage increase in your money, your in-game currency income, your experience earned playing ships, and various other things like that. So there's if you pay us $10 a month, it feeds our families, and we can develop more stuff and pay for the servers. If you don't pay us $10 a month, enjoy yourself, but you'll get the very basic of games. My personal thing with World of Warships is I will generally pay $50 during their half-price sales event during winter to buy a year's subscription. That's like playing an A-rated, top of the line new. Well, it used to be top of the line new game. Now it's $75 to buy a brand new, top game. But $50, and you feed your families on that, and if enough people do that, then you won't do badly. Kevin Joseph, good morning and welcome to the stream. So yeah, I mean there is arguments to be made, but generally charging me to play a game sitting in my home on my own with nobody else, I'm not going to play that game. It's one of the reasons I don't play Train Sim World anymore, because they've decided, we're just going to produce a new version of the game every year and charge you $50 for it. I said, no. I like your old model for Train Sim Classic, which was will release a technology update which may improve the graphics, may improve the sound, may change the engine from a 32-bit to a 64-bit engine, but we're not going to charge you for that technology upgrade. We're going to package it with a bunch of new stuff that if you feel like it and you want that new stuff, you can buy it for $50, but not gonna, I'll take the free technology upgrade, that's fine. But I'm not happy about paying $50 for what is essentially the same game every year. I should probably have swept some more of the snow away, just saying. Yeah, so I mean, as far as, I mean, going back to the original question of what Frontier Games is doing with Elite, I applaud it because they're now putting story back. This one is Glenleathann, Scottish farm by Cavalier Roy. And I started playing this when he took all of the farms off. So we've had to build our own farm here. I should have cleared the snow. I should have cleared more of the snow. I should probably wait till the sun comes up. Anyway. I should also probably check on the cow food, but right now what we're going to do is Yes, and we're still on Farm Sim 22 because I haven't found a decent map. I have played 25. So far, I'm finding it's okay as a game. I've enjoyed my time on it, but I don't have a lot of time to play games. So for the most part, all I'm doing is trying a couple of things out, an hour here, an hour there, and generally, this is my mainstream on a Saturday. So this farm is the one I play. So during the week, if I've got to do something, I'm trying not to be cutting grass, collecting grass, and making silage too frequently. So I'll try and do those off stream, and those can take 2-3 hours, which I'm going to have to put in the time during the week. You know what? This is annoying me. I'm going to turn that off, and we'll go get the Massey Ferguson. That one there. And lights on. Lower that, and I'm going to follow the truck path. To just clear things out here. But yes, so yes, the argument with this farm is I am going to continue to play this farm until I find a good map in Farm Sim 25. Yeah, we're on year 5 now. Actually, yes, year 5 still. But I'm not. I'm thinking Giants have been adding a lot of sort of things we rely on as mods as they produce new versions of the game, and so I'm perfectly happy. I think for the most part all of the functionality I want in game for Farm Sim 25 is now there. The 1 or 2 extra things you can I'm using mods for, but outside of that the game is more playable than the last few versions with mods that I've gotten used to playing with. However, the thing that is lacking is a map, and I tend to avoid playing Giants maps because all of the other YouTubers are playing it, and if I'm watching other YouTubers, I don't necessarily want to experience the same maps over and over. New Frontier is another new map. Not my style, so I'm going to skip that one, but maybe I know Oxygen David is going to be porting what was his Farm Sim 19 map, early one. Damn it, I can't remember what the name was. Oh, that's going to wind me up. But he's porting one of his early Farm Sim 19 maps over. It's not going to have, Farm Sim 22 maps over. It's not going to be full functional Farm Sim 25 features. Things like the cowshed and the sheep field and the pig sty are all old Farm Sim 22 style buildings, but it is going to have the textures, the graphics and everything else of Farm Sim 25. So there will be an Oxygen David map. I didn't really play it in Farm Sim 22. Yes, and that's the thing that sort of puts me off. I'm not really into the frontier farming development. I mean, it gives you a lot more to do. I'm more into making a a map work for me. I also need a inspiration. I need to be able to look at a map and say, yeah, what, we're going to do pigs this time, or, you know, the goal on this map now is to get the bakery up and running. The bakery is very complex on this map. If I pull that up, bakery, if I want to make bread, I need sunflower oil, so I need the oil factory. I need dough, and I need yeast. Yeast comes from a sugar factory, so I had to grow some sugar this year to make yeast. Dough is something that we produce here, which needs flour, eggs, I need some chickens, milk, oh, I need some cows, and yeast. So we just got the cow shed up and running as of last month. And the cows aren't producing milk yet because they're too young, but that's okay because it's going to be 6 months before we can get any sunflower oil. And it's going to be, yeah, I can buy chickens and get them started immediately. So it's all Calmsden. There you go. So Calmsden Farm will be available soon-ish. I'm guessing probably late January, early February at best, for FarmSim 25. We'll all get a chance to play on Calmsden again. But as I said, I'm not sure I would treat that as a first farm. The difference between doing something like Calmsden, which is a port over from FarmSim 22, actually technically from 19, because he developed it on the FarmSim 19 Giants engine and updated it to run on 22. He never actually released it on 19, that I remember. But took the time to develop. And basically it was a plan of, I want a new map for the next version of FarmSim, so I'm going to develop it for the current game, but hold on to it until the new game is released and then allow people to play on the new version. So, yeah, we'll be getting Calmsden. That'll be fun. Now, he is doing a FarmSim 25 map, but he said that it will be a lot longer before he gets that one ready. So, in order to get one available as early as possible, he's taking one of his existing ones. And he used to do that a lot. Chellington was on FarmSim 17, FarmSim 19, but then he said, I'm not, you know, all of my FarmSim 22 maps are going to be brand new. So technically Calmsden was brand new, although he had developed it using the FarmSim 19 design thing. Okay, you're going to have to drive around the truck. Yes, he does make good maps. Now, FarmSim 19, we played, what was it, Oakfield Farm from the get-go. Actually, I played the, who was it? Farming Agency's modded version of Oakfield Farm, which added in handles for Maize Plus and stuff like that. And their version of the map allowed you to have 500 sheep per sheep field and added 2 more sheep fields. So you could have a total of 1,500 sheep on the map. So that was the goal. We want a flock of 1,500 sheep. And we did it. And I think I made more money from selling 750 sheep per year than I did from selling wool from 1,500 sheep a year, or it was very close. So, and because they breed at sort of one sheep per year, You wanted to cut the fields down to 250 per field so that there was room for 250 youngsters when during the breeding season. And that was kind of a fun map to play, and we did a lot of stuff on it. So I do enjoy Oxygen David's maps. I'm not sure I would go back to Calmsden though. I kind of look for a map that's going to give me the FS25 experience rather than FS22 experience with FS25 technologies. I don't know if that's wrong of me, but it's the way I feel, so it's kind of the way I'm going to do things. Okay, now that we've got this stretch clear, I'm going to move that truck up, and then we'll clear out this lane all the way down, back to the yard. So that's really good enough. Now I can clear the rest of this off. So anyway, yeah, developments for Farm Sim 25. But as I said, I want a good farm, a good map to play on. And until I see one that I look at and I say, you know what, I could have fun on this, I'm not moving the Saturday stream to Farm Sim 25 for a little bit. And again, probably January, February time will migrate over. I don't like to start a stream when the game isn't finished. And what I mean by that is there are bugs in Farm Sim 25. Giants are fixing them. There are things that some people are speculating might not be quite right. So I'm going to let Giants fix those before I do a series on it, because the last thing I want to really do is make apologies for the game's not working entirely and I've got to work around it. One of the classic ones was on release, if you mulched a field, you could not use a direct drill to plant seeds. You could drive up and down the field, but the seeds would not plant. That's a problem. Giants released a patch this week addressing that specific problem. So, you know, I'd like to get the game settled down before I actually migrate to playing it. I think I've made this yard quite good in that everywhere I'm throwing snow, there's something in the way. So we're not creating huge snow drifts. So yay for that. I am going to drive back down here. So I should not really be scooping the snow on this side because, well, I'd be throwing it over an area that I've just cleared, but it's not how the snowblower works. And I might, I don't know if I'm going to, but I might look at doing maybe a American farm or a European farm for 25, because all of my farms to date have been at least British Isles. Obviously there was Lawfolds, which is Scotland, Oakfield Farm, which is I think the Cotswolds area. There was Maypole, which is a fake Irish farm, and there was the other one, this one, Glenleathann. Now, we did discover on Maypole that I was having serious problems with Bale graphics, which is why I've been fairly averse to using bales on this map. I'm using bales that I'm going to sell them, and that's it. So they can sit on a field until they're fermented, all in wrapped, and we'll run around with an auto load trailer, pick them up and sell them, and done with it. And I think I went the wrong way. Where's my truck? There's my truck. Turn the engine on. So yes, I'm usually logging into World of Warships frequently once a day, usually first thing in the morning before I go to work. But I'll play about an hour, get the free containers and finish there. I'm usually playing operations because they tend to pay out fairly well money, and whoa, dang, hit a patch of ice there. I haven't heard anything about Marble Manor. Wasn't that a Farm Sim 19 map, though? I can't remember. But yeah, I've not heard about that. I think he's... when Oxygen David does a map, he'll usually take a late version release map. So something like... whatever it was we were just talking about that's escaped my mind. Yeah, vaguely. Let's put it that way. If I'm not doing something on a daily or weekly basis, I tend to forget. It's one of the reasons why I don't play a lot